In this session, we will explore how students will access your virtual session, beginning your session, and explore the various areas within your virtual meeting space. The first thing we will look at is how your students can access your virtual session. In the master template that populates in all new Blackboard shells, you will notice there is an option under Communications that says Virtual Meeting Room. This is a link that you and your students can use to access the Blackboard Collaborate area. If you are using Blackboard Collaborate with your classes, make sure that this link is not hidden from your students. Now let's take a look at a Collaborate session. Access Collaborate under Course Tools. You will notice I have already created a session. To join the session, click on the title and then click on Join Session. You will be given various options on how you can join your session. The first one will be to join from a browser. You will use this option if you are joining your session from your desktop computer or your laptop. You will notice you can also join the session from your mobile device using the Blackboard app or the Blackboard Instructor app. Since I'm on a desktop computer, I'm going to join from a browser. Once you enter your virtual meeting space, this is what you will see. The first area we're going to explore is going to be the session menu. The session menu contains two options that you are likely to use the most. The first one is going to be Start Recording. The second one is going to be Leave Session. If you wish to record your session, simply click on Start Recording. You will notice you receive a notification that your session is being recorded, but you will also notice that you have an icon indicating that your recording is in progress. One recommendation I would make is that if you wish to record your virtual session, as soon as you enter your meeting space, go into the session menu and click on Start Recording, as this is a very easy option to miss as you are preparing to begin your virtual session. Now let's take a look at some of the options towards the bottom. The first one is going to be your status and your settings. Notice that your status currently indicates a green check mark. You can change that to any of these feedbacks that are shown here. If you do change this, notice that the icon changes and that a red circle begins to start going around the icon. This will appear for 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds has elapsed, this will return to the default of the green check mark. Now let's go into some of your settings. The first one we'll look at is going to be your audio and video settings. I highly recommend every time you begin a Blackboard Collaborate session to go through the process of setting up your camera and microphone to ensure that everything is working properly. Click on Set Up Camera and Microphone, and what will occur is that you will be taken through an audio test and a video test to ensure that your audio and video are working properly. If they are not working properly, you can click on the No, I Need Help option for technical support. If you are using your phone for audio, this is the phone number that you will use and the PIN to dial into the session. You can also adjust your speaker and your microphone volume at this point. The next settings we will look at are going to be your notification settings. Notice that you have visual and audio notifications for 3 out of 4 of these options. You can choose to receive video and audio notifications if someone joined or left the breakout group or session, if someone posts a chat message, or if somebody raises their hand. You also have a visual notification that you can set if there is closed captioning available. The next option we'll look at are your session settings. These session settings were set when we created our session, but they can also be changed at this point. Now, let's take a look at your Share Audio and Share Video icons. Notice that the default is for you not to share your audio and your video. If you choose to share your audio and your video, simply click this icon to share your audio and this icon to share your video. You do not have to choose both options, as you only need to choose one if that's all that you're wanting to do. The fourth option allows you to virtually raise your hand. This option is also available to your students if you're holding a discussion with them. Now let's go back into the Collaborate panel and look at your chat. In this area, you can chat with your students. You will notice at the top that your messages in this chat area will also be recorded. To communicate with your students using the chat method, simply type your message and click Enter. In this area, you can also privately chat with individual students if you wish. The second area is going to be your attendees panel. Your attendees panel will tell you who the moderators are and who your participants are. The third area is going to be where you can share content. The first thing we will look at is sharing a blank whiteboard. In this area where you are sharing your whiteboard, you have a couple of different options. You can type text on the screen. You can insert shapes. Or you can also free write with a pencil. There is also a pointer available if you want to highlight any specific part of your whiteboard. To clear your whiteboard, simply click on the clear icon with the eraser, and all the contents of your whiteboard will be erased. To stop sharing your whiteboard, simply click on the circle that says Stop Sharing Whiteboard. Now let's look at sharing applications and screens. My desktop computer has 2 monitors, so I can share 2 screens. If your computer or laptop has 1 screen, you will only see 1 screen in this area. The next option is to share individual application windows. This is an option that I use frequently, as often if you share your entire screen, sometimes it may not appear correctly. If you choose to share just an application window, such as I'm doing here with sharing a Microsoft Word document, all that will appear is the Microsoft Word document. A word of warning if you choose to share your entire screen is that if you have other tabs open or if you have bookmarks that are visible, students will also be able to see these options. The third option allows you to share individual tabs from your browser. To stop sharing your screen or an application, simply click on Stop Sharing Application. The next option allows you to share files. In this area, you can either drag files or add files that you wish to share with your students. Notice you can drag images, PowerPoint files, or PD files. Microsoft Word and Excel files can also be added to this area. Now let's take a look at what we call secondary content. The first option under secondary content is polling. You can use this option to poll your students using multiple choice or yes and no options. This is a great way to interact and engage with your students. The second option is a timer. If you are giving your students a particular task to complete, you can set the timer that will be viewable to them, or that can only be viewable by you. The next option allows you to create breakout groups. In this option, you can create breakout groups from the participants in your class. One of the options you can also do is to allow your attendees to switch groups on their own. This concludes this video on how students access your virtual session, beginning your session, and exploring the areas within your virtual meeting space.